Well, hello. I thought I would do a fun little video on some ideas for handmade gifts that you could add to a gift basket you're making or give to someone for the holidays. Things that aren't super expensive or complicated, but are really nice little touches, and you could make a lot of them. So if you had people at church, or you wanted to drop off something with your neighbors, or you still need a teacher gift or something, this would be a way that you could do like a lot of them and not spend a lot of time or a lot of money. So here we go. So the first one's pretty easy. Chocolate covered pretzels. I love a sourdough pretzel when we're covering it in chocolate, and these are the nice big ones. This barrel came and they were almost all broken. So for me, I'll be getting more, but you'll be able to check that. And then now I use Belgian chocolate. You do not have to use Belgian chocolate. It's very expensive because it's imported and tariffs and all that. But I would recommend using a mix of a semi-sweet and a dark chocolate. And to help you coat it, let me give you a quick little tip and secret. All right, it's not a big secret, but you could add a little bit of unsalted butter to it, and that will help to thin it out. Or if you have Crisco, which is shortening, add a little bit of that. That helps it just get a little thinner, keeps the nice shine, and it'll coat nice and evenly. I also like to put mine on a cooling rack with parchment underneath. So when you put them on a cooling rack, all the extra drips through onto the parchment. Your pretzel's cool. Of course, you can top them. You can put candy sprinkles on them when they're wet, or wait and drizzle them with white chocolate or peanut butter or Nutella. The possibilities are endless. And then all that extra has dripped through the parchment. You throw the parchment away, wash the cooling wrap, and you're done. All right, while we're on the topic of chocolate, something easy, fun, and an easy way to make something festive is chocolate bark. Now for this, you can of course use semi-sweet chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, ruby chocolate, whatever kind you would like, or you can use the chocolate flavored and colored candy melts. I don't love using a lot of the candy melts because I don't like eating candy melts, but like the chocolate ones and the peanut butter ones are pretty good. So you could do that and melt those down, spread it out on parchment on a sheet pan, and you can add all kinds of stuff. You could add pecans, walnuts, pretzel pieces. That's probably what I'm going to do with those pretzels. M&Ms, holiday sprinkles, and you could do them for any occasion. Let it cool, doesn't take long for it to set up, and then you just get to break it and smash it apart, and you can put them in pretty clear little bags or holiday bags or anything like that. Don't worry, we'll talk packaging. Another thing that people absolutely love, especially at the holidays, is peanut butter fudge, or really any kind of fudge. Now I have a super easy peanut butter fudge recipe that I have already posted, so check that out. It's really easy. You put a bunch of stuff in a pot, let it bubble, you put it with powdered sugar, mix it up, dump it in a pan, and it sets up like a dream. You can cut them into little squares, put them in little mini cupcake wrappers, which makes them look a little elevated and fancy, and also stops any grease from getting into your packaging, and package it up in something really pretty. That makes the perfect gift. Then they're little bite-sized things, and it's not even like a Christmas cookie. It's something a little different because not everyone makes fudge at the holidays. So those are some food ideas. Of course, you can also go the breakfast route. Remember, we've been making scones, and I've been sharing lots of scone recipes. Those are great. If you want to make a bunch, you could make them now, pop them in the freezer, and then you can bake them off fresh when you're ready to deliver them. Again, a couple of delicious warm scones in a box with a pretty little ribbon or something makes a fantastic gift. So let's talk packaging. Now, packaging is expensive, but it doesn't have to be if you know where to look. So often your craft stores will have packaging. Prices are kind of inflated there, okay? So check out places like the dollar store, even get creative with it. Or I have ordered some from Oriental Trading. Now the downfall of that is you have to order a lot, But the upside is sometimes you have to order a lot. You can get a variety of things. So let me show you these super cute Christmas light boxes. I fill these with fudge. I'll put chocolate covered pretzels in here, bark. It's all very cool. You fold them and then I just put a piece of tape on there, wrap a little ribbon around it, and you're done. If you want to do truffles or smaller candies, I found these on Amazon's. Now, on Amazon. Now, they take a little bit of time to build these boxes, okay? So that can be finicky. So you do pay for it that way. But you can put all kinds of things in this and you don't even have to use the separators. So it could work for multiple things. You could take the separators out and not even have to use it for candies, or use your separators and use it for pieces of fudge, truffles, etc. Now it's things like this that I keep on hand, okay? So this is from Oriental Trading. You don't have to build anything, just pops up, and you can put anything that you want in here. It's a pretty good size. It's adorable. I keep these built and available at the bakery near the holidays. So if people want to come in and get, you know, 6 cookies for someone or a couple of scones, but they want to have it in something nicer than like a little clear plastic container, something a little festive, I have something like this. And I have a bigger version of this style of box in beautiful snowflakes that I use all winter. Things like this really make a gift look even more expensive and fancy and thoughtful than you might have even done. And it's not crazy expensive. And don't forget the classics like gift baskets. Something like this, this has 3 little winter mugs, so it's not even just Christmas, it's winter. I've included 2 different types of my homemade hot chocolate and a couple of candy canes and some marshmallows, and this makes an adorable little gift. Or if you know someone who loves to bake, I put this Baking Spirits Bright basket together, some cute little kitchen towels, sprinkles, little ramekins, they could put whatever they want in them, and some cupcake liners. Again, something like that with a little clear tie and some festive ribbon. You could do some bows. That makes a super easy gift. And I got these all pretty inexpensive. They were already on clearance somewhere. That's right. Still 8 days away from Christmas or more, and these were on clearance like a week ago. And finally, while I'm a little sold out, things like hot chocolate bombs make great gifts. It's wrapped already, singular. You can get a bunch of them usually for like a bundle price. At least with me, you get a bundle price, and you can drop them off, pop them in the top of a stocking, and you're good to go. So there are some super fun, festive, and affordable homemade holiday gifts that you can give, some different ways that you can pack it. But remember, it's not about the packaging and the bows, it's about the thought that you put in and the time that you decided to make it, and I know that they're going to appreciate it. But it's something that you can do a lot of, that takes minimal time, minimal price, and you get maximum smiles and holiday cheer. So I hope these tips helped, and if you want more things like this, make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, comment, all the things. You know I'm always listening, so if you want to see more things like this, tell me in the comments. Happy holidays, everyone.